So you're throwing around the idea of a small water garden or container with a water lily or lotus. One of the most common questions we get is, how am I going to do this and avoid mosquitoes? My name is Matt from Pond Megastore.
Hi, and I'm Amy. Today we will discuss 4 solutions that will guarantee that you do not get a mosquito problem, which is very important
That's
for
key.
some of us.
Oh man.
Without even knowing what they are, you likely were going to use 1 or 2 of these in that patio pond or container anyway, so preventing mosquitoes is actually easier than you think.
Yeah, and people think of mosquitoes and water and go hand in hand, as many species of mosquitoes breed in standing water like a bird bath, puddles, or standing water, or items like buckets or tires that hold water for a few days. Now, understandably, you want to avoid these bugs in your yard. Only females will bite you, but we can prevent both from males and females becoming an issue. Mosquitoes are only going to be attracted to breed in a certain water, and for most part, small water gardens or lotus containers are not going to be suitable for them. Let us ensure your containers are not suitable for mosquitoes and may even lower the population in your patio and backyard.
Which is a very good thing.
It's very important. Yeah, I would love that. Now, when you first go to fill up your container or patio pond, the water may be clean and stagnant. That is an attraction for female mosquitoes to lay their eggs, as it would be in a bird bath or puddle of water.
Our first method of defense can be a small pump in the patio pond. Moving or circulating water deters mosquitoes, which need calm water to breed and grow. Now, having even a small pump will make a patio pond unattractive to mosquitoes to even bother laying their eggs, which is a very, very good thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to have like splashing water. Just a single pump that circulates water is definitely enough.
Yeah, and we have small pumps on the Pond Megastore website and can easily help you choose a pump for your patio pond if you want to send an email through the Pond Megastore website. Now, we'll ask you a few questions about where you are and the setup you are considering, and then we can recommend something suitable. Puddles and pools of water are usually short-lived after a rain and contain no natural enemies for mosquitoes to breed. A bird bath or a temporary puddle will not have fish or other wildlife that would find the mosquito eggs and larvae easy food.
Right, and this actually brings us to a second defense, which is fish.
Of course.
Both fish and tadpoles would consume mosquito eggs and larvae. So if you do not have a pump in the water, you want to limit the amount of fish you add to a small pond. Circulating water provides oxygen and is necessary for more than just a few tiny fish.
Now, what type of fish do you need? Well, honestly, all fish will eat mosquito eggs and larvae. Now, I would probably not recommend any fish other than small feeder goldfish, rosy red minnows, or gambusia, which are commonly called mosquito fish. Gambusia are quite hardy, but the only way they are popular enough to sell from fisheries are under the common nickname mosquito fish. So 10 to 15 gambusia is plenty for a pond under 100 gallons. Rosy red minnows are equally as good and should be added in the same quantity.
Now, if you want to go with feeder goldfish, be aware. They probably will not do well in a pond that's under 20 gallons, and unfortunately, they may not survive. Now, in a pond 20 to 100 gallons, just 4 to 8 feeder goldfish are actually plenty. If you add more than that or larger goldfish, the pond may not have enough oxygen to sustain them, and they're likely to perish.
Now, by no means should you add koi to a small patio pond. Koi are large fish, which would grow up to 30 inches or more, even if given the chance. They will perish quickly in a patio pond as it is not suitable for koi. Koi fish really should be given an adequate sized pond of 2,000 gallons or more, given their large adult size.
All right, that's true. And our third method of defense is BT. Now, BT is a short name for a beneficial natural bacterium or natural larvicide. This strain has been specially designed for use against mosquitoes in water. They contain spores or metabolites of the bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis. Did I say that right?
You nailed it.
Okay, BT, we'll keep it at that, which acts as a stomach poison and kills larvae within a few days.
Okay, now BT affects only larvae and worms, so it will not harm other predatory insects. You can find BT on products with the trade names including Mosquito Dunks and Mosquito Bits. And it's also sold on Amazon and home garden centers normally as a spray. Now, again, this is not a chemical and will not harm fish or other pond life. BT is a naturally occurring bacteria that only affects worms and larvae.
Okay.
One application is good for about 3 to 4 weeks. I would use BT only at the initial setup of a patio water feature before you could add fish safely and if you were not going to use a pump. Now, BT would also be great for Lotus containers with no pumps when you initially plant your tuber or seeds and the water is quite stagnant.
Okay. And our fourth and final defense is our favorite plants. Yes, maybe the answer to every pond question that you have. Now, Matt, how are these plants going to deter mosquitoes?
Well, plants attract other bugs, but they're good bugs, specifically dragonflies. Now, dragonflies are a huge benefit to a garden. They eat bag bugs like mosquitoes, and they are beautiful. Now, do not confuse them with horseflies. They do not look anything alike, and horseflies have nothing to do with ponds. However, some folks confuse the two. Now, dragonflies are water insects. They are beautiful and come in many colors. You have blue dragonflies, red dragonflies, yellow dragonflies, green dragonflies.
You're really into the dragonflies.
Yeah.
Even if you live in the desert dry areas, these guys are around. We have seen them in the deserts of Arizona and West Texas. They exist and come to many pond plants like pickerel rush, lily pads, and Thalia dobata to lay their eggs. You will notice them landing on the pond plants and curling their tails as soon as you put plants in that pond and they come to the surface or rise above.
It's amazing. Now, adult dragonflies swoop through the air and actually eat adult mosquitoes. The dragonfly larvae go into the water and eat any mosquito larvae or eggs that are laid there. It seems to be their favorite thing to eat. So if you have a body of water with either fish or plants in it, you should not have mosquitoes.
Okay, and if you have a brand new body of water and want an initial something to prevent mosquitoes before you get fish or plants, consider mosquito dunks with BT or simply adding a small pump for some circulation. That is the difference in the puddles and bird baths versus your container, water garden, or patio pond.
And if you have more questions on mosquitoes, patio ponds, Lotus container, or ponds in general, let me know in the comments below on YouTube or write us an email at pondquestions@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would do me a favor and click the like and subscribe button on this video, then you'll be updated only when we post a new video.
Thank you again, and leave us some questions if you have them, and go ahead and enjoy some more videos right now.